Hey, what's up guys? Raids here. This is going to be a quick one, but a follow-up to yesterday's video on tanky alternatives for upcoming raids. Commenter Mars Star Cruiser had a great idea, a great concept about using Bastigor instead of Palladius as a tank, and he's absolutely right. Bastigor has really good tanky stats. Now, with them in body, Palladius still outscales him defense-wise. As you can see, Palladius has more defense, but defense has diminishing returns, so the higher your defense, the less it matters. Bastigor is still decent if you can get an alpha one, and I was thinking also if you were to face an enemy that spams ice attacks, Bastigor is definitely going to out-tank Palladius. We'll see. This Bastigor is bred with Dark Wisp, which is the benefit of Bastigor, that even on top of having a little higher attack than Palladius, you can actually breathe stuff into it. So these are the stats for a Diamond Body Bastigor with Dark Wisp bred onto it instead of an Ice skill, which is an interesting concept, and credit goes to Mars Star Cruiser on one of our subscribers. He really had the concept of using Bastigor as a tank, which I'm big on tank builds, obviously, and he's absolutely right. Bastigor can be that. And the reason I think it could be viable is because the next raid boss could very well be an ice and water attacker. Let's take a look at the Bastigor build one more time, and then we're going to go to look at PalDB for upcoming and unreleased skills and builds, and why, if we get this specific boss, which would be Ice Narwhal, it's an ice and water unreleased pal. Again, this not a guarantee, but it could be. If we get Ice Narwhal there on the unreleased pals list, ice water, and its primary damage type is ice, then obviously Bastigor would be a better alternative as a tank compared to Palladius. And Bastigor with something like Thunder Rail or Dark Whispered onto it would work. Obviously, these are all placeholder stats. This doesn't mean anything. Maybe it's not even in the game. Maybe it's not even the raid boss. We could all be wrong about this, but it's good to speculate. If the Ice Narwhal is a raid boss, and if its primary damage type is ice, similar to how Xenolord's primary damage type was dragon, then obviously Bastigor is going to be the go-to for the raid. Except it's not Bastigor with double Blizzard Spike or Absolute Frost or anything like that. It would be Bastigor with something else. So if Ice Narwhal makes it to the patch, then obviously its only weakness is going to be lightning, because it's ice and water, which means you can't counteract it with fire. And these are some exclusive skills that it has from the unreleased skill sets. Again, this is all theory crafting at this point. We don't have no way to know. But if it is Ice Narwhal and its primary damage type is ice, then Bastigor is going to be the go-to for tanking its damage. But if the raid boss's primary damage type is water, then obviously Bastigor is not going to be the optimal tank, and in that case it's going to be a Zermain. So big props to Mars Star Cruiser there for the concept, and in case you feel like breeding Mass Bastigor with another skill bred onto it, that would be my suggestion. Now, obviously, if it is ice and water, then we're still at a point where a Zermain is still going to be really good against it, because a Zermain, even though it doesn't tank ice attacks very well as Bastigor, obviously, it is still pretty bulky, and it has stab bonus to lightning, so potentially Zermain could still be really good against that, more offensive capability. So we'll see what the future holds, but did want to get this to you guys to share thoughts and share ideas, and also give your thank you to Mars Star Cruiser, who suggested Bastigor as a tank. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.